we're live. Are we live yet? I do not know. Let's see. Maybe we are. Looks like we might be. Yes, indeed we are. Yay! Yay, yay! Great! Welcome to Shibuya, to a corner of Shibuya where I don't think I've ever started a stream from here before. I'm on this little pedestrian bridge which is relatively new, that opened, I don't know when it opened, but it's on the backside of Shibuya station, which is a big construction site right now, as you can see. And over there we have Shibuya Crossing, the top of the Q-front building. But for once I'm not gonna pass the crossing even though I'm in Shibuya. Why not? Let's be wild and crazy tonight. Let's not do Shibuya Crossing even though we're in Shibuya. So tonight I'm planning to walk down to Sangenjaya from here. So mostly through slightly more quiet residential areas. That's the plan, but as always you never know. Maybe I'll get grumpy after 15 minutes and end the stream, or maybe I'll be in a super good mood and walk all the way to, I don't know, Tamagawa or something. You never know. You never know. That's the fun about my channel, I guess. Anyway, good to see so many of you here already. This is like a little lookout deck or something. Interesting. I've never seen this little platform before. Anyway, good to see that already 100 of you have tuned in. I already see plenty of familiar faces in the chat, so that's nice. Lots of European viewers, of course. I don't do evening streams very often these days, so it's good to see some of my European viewers. Joel is here. Yeah, indeed. Long time no see. Happy birthday, man. Hope you're doing great. It feels like it's been a really long time since my last evening stream. So hopefully this will end up being a good one. And thank you, Widya, for the super chat. Thank you. The first super chat of tonight. Hopefully not the only one. So I guess I'll head down this escalator. Feels like a long time since I joined last time. Yes, Lucas. Feels like a long time since I saw you in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Plenty of us Europeans crave for your streams, T. Thank you, David. Thank you. Well, then at least I hope you're being very, very happy right now. And yeah, it's Golden Week here in Japan, which means that everybody has a few days off, and most places are even more crowded than usual. So Golden Week is not a good thing, in my opinion. Also, yeah, I think I said this before, but it's so weird, like the number of tourists in Japan or in Tokyo right now. It's just crazy. Like, it really feels like there are more tourists now than even before the pandemic, which is kind of strange. And I don't know, I guess I shouldn't really say this, but it makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. I was actually in Akihabara a little bit earlier this evening to take a look at a second-hand camera that I found online that seemed a little bit tempting, but it wasn't. I didn't buy it. But anyway, it felt like it was like, I don't know, 75% tourists. It's crazy. Yes, Yamaguchi-san, you love this old town Shibuya. Yeah, this side of Shibuya is pretty nice, especially this time of the day. Video stream, yeah, who knows? It's not entirely unlikely that I will grab a beer during tonight's stream. Might indeed very well happen. We'll see. Oh, this is a colorful facade. I wonder if this is a new place. I don't think I've ever noticed this before. Here too. Interesting. So I think I'm actually gonna head up here. Uncomfortable, why? Quite vague. I don't know, it's a very different vibe when the crowds are mostly tourists compared to what it's been like for the last couple of years when there were like 0 tourists here. I guess I'm just not used to it. To look at the map from time to time tonight, because I could easily just follow the big road, the one that goes all the way from here down to Futako Tamagawa and even further, but that's not a lot of fun, so I want to kind of instead explore and get lost on the side streets on today's walk. So for now I think the next stop will be Shinsen, which is the next stop on the Inokashira line. Oh, and thank you, Jenny, for the beer money. Thank you, thank you. Pink shorts weather yet? Not yet, but actually today was another one of those days where like it hasn't been hot. Temperature is like around 20 degrees. Yeah, 20 degrees, but you can really feel the humidity starting to enter the chat. So I guess pink shorts are probably, it's probably a matter of days rather than weeks. How's Mini T doing? She's doing well, she's doing well. Thank you. She's a lot of fun. And she's been very kind of chill and easygoing for the last week or so. I hope it's like signs of a more permanent change, but you never know. You never know. Wow, what's this? Looks like trees wrapped up in plastic. Or maybe it's like nets? I don't know. Is this a entirely new building that's so new that they haven't even removed the like protective wrapping from the trees in front of it? What's actually happening here? No noticeable firmware updates. Nothing concrete, but I mean she's developing all the time, of course, and yeah, her speech is really, both me and my wife, we keep saying that, like, well, she's not even 3 yet and she speaks so much. It's really impressive. What is this though? Is it some sort of art installation, or I'm very confused about this. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Why do you think these trees are wrapped in plastic? Yeah, just arrived from Amazon.jp. Sure T already misses the day when he was streaming with me in the carrier. Yes and no. Those were simple days. She wasn't very demanding back then. As long as she got her frequent intake of milk, there weren't many complaints. Now she demands a little bit more in terms of constant entertainment and stimulation, but it's also much more rewarding. Of course. And she's becoming a bit cuddly. That's super sweet. Like, she sometimes just hugs me and says "Papa Daisuki," which is super cute and melts my heart every time. So that's really nice. So it's these are nets, not safety plastic. Maybe large spiders are in the area. Yeah, who knows? It's strange. But I think this whole building is probably pretty new. Shibuya Solasta. I haven't really walked here recently, but I can't remember seeing this building before. That's a nice entrance. Anyway, I'm heading back down towards Shinsen. Of course, down here is Shibuya crossing. Sapporo kara. Oh, Paul, you're in Sapporo. Nice, nice. You're having a good time there. It would be nice to go to Sapporo, Hokkaido. Haven't been there in a long time. Sapporo landscape and nature always gives me a little bit of like Scandinavia vibes. Colors in the sky now. You can see some of it being reflected in the glass here on this building. Are we heading somewhere? Yes. The goal for tonight's walk is Sangenjaya, where I think I will just hop on a train back home. But as always, you never know. My channel is always quite unpredictable. You should check out like Toya. Oh, yes. I don't know, I haven't been there. I've written about it, but I haven't been there. But I was doing a bit of writing for the National Parks of Japan a couple of years ago, and yeah, so I was researching that place a little bit and wrote some articles about it. It was pretty weird though to write about places where I hadn't been myself. Oh, here's a famous candy themed love hotel where they apparently have a chocolate bath. That sounds quite gross to me, especially at a love hotel. Look at the sky though. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Fish my life. No fish, no life. I'm actually hungry. Haven't had dinner yet. So who knows, maybe I will have a sad convenience dinner and a beer on stream, or maybe I will just have a beer on stream and dinner after, or maybe I won't even have a beer on stream. As always, my channel is so unpredictable. Anyway, we just passed 200 viewers. That's nice. Welcome everybody. There's actually a lot of nice restaurants around here. This little pizzeria looks quite tempting. About a stream at Tamagawa. It's funny that you ask about that. I feel like all my streams recently have been from Tamagawa, and that you viewers must be super tired of seeing that place on my channel, but apparently not. So that's good to hear. That's good to hear. But yeah, you probably won't have to wait long until there will be another Tamagawa stream. But it's not gonna happen tonight. I'm not gonna walk all the way to Tamagawa, I think. Sakana wa ikura desu ka? So ne, the famous song Sakana wa ikura desu ka? That's a really crappy song. really nice sunset colors, yeah. Oh, looks nice too. Anemone. Yeah, this area has this very local vibe, but still like it's such a short distance away from Shibuya. Oh, look at this. I don't know how well it comes across on the stream. It's a little bit blown out, I think. Wow, this is a nice view. And photo shoots on the weekend. Yes, David, I actually had a photo shoot yesterday. As I think I mentioned, wait, before I talk more, I should figure out my bearings. Maybe I can walk this way. I'm actually testing out a very interesting, secret, yet unreleased phone right now. Yesterday I had a photo shoot where I was only using that phone. I will tell my Patreon viewers more about this project as soon as I am allowed to, as soon as the phone is public. Other than that, no, I haven't had any other photo shoots since Monday, but I'm having one tomorrow, and then I'm having a tour on Friday. So it's definitely a little bit slower pace now compared to during the Sakura season. So I kind of like that. It was getting really busy. So I hope that in May, at least, my aim is to stream twice per week at a minimum. In the last month it's been like less than that. Am I at least enjoying the phone? Yeah, more than I thought I would. Sponsor besides to test photos. Not a sponsor. Actually, this project is completely unrelated to my YouTube channel. It's a job that I got hired for because of my photography skills, and yeah, as a freelance photographer. So it's not really, it doesn't have anything to do with the channel. I'm not gonna shoot anything on the channel with the phone. Am I an American expat? I'm not an American expat, no. I'm a Swedish immigrant. I don't know, what's the difference between an expat and an immigrant? Have you been hired for any virtual tours? No, I haven't really offered any virtual tours anywhere, maybe except mentioning it on my channel briefly that it would be a fun thing to do. But no, virtual tours isn't really anything I'm offering, and especially now since the borders are open again. I mean, if someone desperately wants a virtual tour, sure, contact me and we'll see if we can work something out, but no, I prefer to do those things in person actually, now that it's possible again. Let's see, what else are they saying? Bakaporu, thank you for the super chat. You drove around Lake Toya and sakura trees were planted everywhere. The strange thing was that some trees were in full bloom and some hadn't even started pods. Yeah, that's always the case. It's really like you can have like two trees standing next to each other and one is like in full bloom and the other hasn't started yet. I think it depends on how much sun they're getting, and then maybe there's also a little bit of like just kind of genetical variance. I don't know. So where am I now? I think that's the building where Meguro Sky Garden is located. So I really didn't take the closest route, but I should be heading kind of like this direction. So rather than heading down all the way to Nihonroku, Route 246, I think I will cross here and walk this street towards Sangenjaya. Expat is temporary, immigrant is permanent. But in my case, I don't know. I mean, I've been here for 15 years, but at the same time, I still think that Japan is kind of a temporary thing for me. But maybe it's not. Maybe being here for 15 years disqualifies me from thinking that it's temporary. Expat or expatriate is simply defined as a person who lives outside their native country. Similarly, an immigrant is a person who comes to live. Okay. I see. That super chat was a pain to process. Okay. Thank you, Bakaporu, then, for going through that. Google wouldn't let me process my credit card from Japan because it didn't recognize my postal code. Okay. Well, I'm glad you managed to figure it out and pay for my dinner tonight. I appreciate that. And I also appreciate Sophia Alim for the night stream fund. Thank you. Check my map again because I'm really not sure where this is the right way. Ah, but it looks like it is. Okay, good. However, it is a bit of a big road, so I think okay. I think I'll try to head down a few blocks from here. It really feels like ages since I did a stream at this time of the day. I don't remember why I enjoy doing it so much this time of the day. The city is just gorgeous. At night I don't really mind central Tokyo as much, because then it's kind of the beauty of the city makes up for it. But in the daytime, I don't know. I'm not so fond of central Tokyo anymore. I talked about that on my last stream. Some of you might remember. Some quite interesting layers here. Snapping some photos with the new secret phone. Just roaming around. Hey, good to see you here. I'm well, thank you. Is it better to take trains or taxi if I land in Haneda at 9 p.m.? That is impossible to answer without knowing where you're going. But there's plenty of trains at 9 p.m. That's like the trains are running normally at that time, so yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever been here either. It's a super quiet residential area. Is the secret phone white or black? It comes in several different colors. And I'm not going to tell you which color mine is. Was that half a house? No, it was a full house, complete house, but it looked pretty half. By Western standards, it was probably the size of a half a house. Oh no, but now I know. I've actually walked here before. Yeah, I remember this place. I walked here before. It's like a big school or some sort of open space here. I think it's a school. I don't really know how long the immigration procedures takes at Haneda these days. Last time I arrived it was pretty quick, but I don't know. Last time I arrived from abroad was before Japan opened the borders again, so I'm sure the situation is very different now. But just in general, getting to Ueno from Haneda should be in Tokyo is that it's quite often quicker to take trains than go by car. But however, going with the train when you have a lot of luggage can be a bit cumbersome. So yeah. But Haneda to Ueno is kind of far, so it's probably going to be a bit expensive to take a taxi. I don't know if that's a problem or not for you. Your secret camera seems to have several spirit light companions. I don't know what you mean. I'm not filming this with the secret camera. I'm filming the stream with my iPhone as always, and yeah, it has plenty of light reflections. Still, this is a little danchy. Interesting. That's Shibuya over there. High rise, that's the Shibuya Scramble Square building. Oh, was that a Jonks? I don't know, was it? Everything looks good here on at my end, but streaming gods can be unpredictable. I wonder if this is a dead end. I'm kind of tempted to check it out to see if I can get through here. kindergarten. Maybe it's probably a one-way or like a dead end here. Yeah, I don't think I can get through. Or can I? Oh, yeah, I can. It's a secret set of stairs. Nice little viewpoint here. It's getting pretty dark though. Maybe I should try to find slightly brighter streets for your viewing pleasure. It only took an hour for you, Paul. Okay, that's nice. That's good to hear. And Narita as well. My impression is that it always takes longer at Narita than Haneda, but that's just a very unqualified guess. Ooh, looks like there's some massive new project happening here. Interesting. You shall have a flashlight. Yeah. Well, I guess I could use my second phone as a flashlight if necessary. Oh, look, slide. Concrete slide even. That slide ride came to a very abrupt end. That was fun, but actually I hurt myself a little bit at the end there. So here's the Meguro Sky Garden, Ikijiri-Ohashi Station, which means that we're not far from this nice little Ryokudo, this little greenway, which I can actually take all the way to Sangenjaya. So I might do that. I might just try to find a beer and then have it somewhere on my way. Yeah, that slide was pretty hard. More painful than fun. Concrete slide. Yeah, it wasn't even like... There's a concrete slide in Futako Tamagawa, and that one is like very, very smooth. This one was a bit... Yeah, it had a pretty harsh texture to it, so probably not very good for my pants. Anyway, let's get a beer. Ages since my last beer break on the street too. That slide ride was not good, like lowest possible grade, 1 out of 5. I didn't enjoy it at all. But hopefully having a Yona ale will make up for it.
年齢確認をお願いいたします。身分証明書の提示をお願いする場合、お支払い方法をタッチ音が鳴るまで電子マネーをレシートをお受け取りください。
Okay. Beer break coming up. everybody who contributed to my beer break fund today. Ruined the pink shorts. No, it's not pink short season yet. But probably ruined my jeans a little bit. I should have remembered. Instead of going to that convenience, I could have gotten a beer here. This supermarket has a very good beer selection. Although all the beers there are like 3 times more expensive compared to the one I got. Down this way I would end up at Meguro River and eventually Nakameguro. But instead I'll be heading this way. I'm sure some of you remember this place, right? I walked here so many times. Yes, no pink shorts, sorry David Thomas and everybody else who gets mildly aroused when I wear my pink shorts. Today is not one of those days. But that season shall come soon, I promise you. I promise you. For the rebellious punk look with the ripped jeans. I think my jeans are still in one piece, but yeah. It smells really nice around here, by the way. Lots of various plants and flowers. If I remember correctly, there's somewhere I can sit down, not too far away from here. Oh wow, we've been streaming for 43 minutes already. Yeah. Ah, look! I found a lovely little bench for introverts, but not super introverts. You can only sit one by one, but you sit relatively close to the other person. So, and it's like, I wonder if this is, am I supposed to sit like this and have my beer here? Maybe that's the point. Let's say it is. Am I planning on becoming a permanent resident of Japan? Not really. Maybe it might happen, but it's not really high on my priority list. I could have applied quite a long time ago, but I haven't yet. Kanpai! Mostly because the paperwork seems a little bit tedious and there wouldn't really be any major advantages compared to the spouse visa that I'm currently on. Are we around Futako Tamagawa? Not really, no. We are near Ikejiri Ohashi station and I am walking towards Sangenjaya. So, I mean, we're not terribly far from Futako Tamagawa. I did the walk from Shibuya to Futako Tamagawa a while ago. If I would keep on walking for another 2 hours, I could probably make it there. But yeah. So good. Can you see? It's like really cold, this beer, and it's this weather, like I said, it's not hot yet, but the humidity is already starting to make itself starting to rear its ugly face. So I'm actually I'm sweating quite a bit. So it's really nice with a cold beer. Yeah, let's see how many people leave because of my beer break. Jenny, don't be so harsh on the emoji thing. I think we revised the rules regarding emoji, so let people post emoji as long as it's within reason, which is a very vague thing to say, but yeah, I think 2 thumbs up is not really offensive. Shackingen, xenophobic. See what else are you saying? Scrolling through the chat here. Not that much. Okay, let's continue the walk. Daniel asks, which area am I in right now? So over there is Ikejiri Ohashi, and if I follow this path for a while, I will walk through, I think, the area called Mishuku, which is a very nice residential area, and then eventually I should hit Sangenjaya, which is the goal of tonight's walk. Oh, that bench must have had a special purpose. Yeah, and here's another one. Is it some sort of like, are you supposed to use it for some sort of workout, or what's the point? I think I want to snap a little photo here. Testing out this secret phone's night photography capabilities. Oops. I've told you that Mini Explorer is really crazy about flowers, right? But she's finally starting to learn that some flowers are not okay to pick. Like whenever she sees flowers, like if she was here, she would just like start picking these purple flowers and any flower that catches her eye. And she wants a plastic bag to put them in, and then like she never cares about them after that. But she really loves like picking them and collecting them. She's like a crazy little scientist who keeps collecting samples but never conducts any research. But anyway, now she has finally started to learn that she can't pick all the flowers, so she actually sometimes even asks, or sometimes she's like, "Tocha dame desu, miru dake," which is what we tell her. It means like you're not allowed to take it, you can only look at it. So she's developing. She's slowly starting to understand the concept of rules, slowly but surely. And since she's gonna grow up here in Japan, understanding that rules are a thing and that you in most cases need to follow them is kind of like essential. Wouldn't mind living around here either. It is a pretty urban environment. Other than this little Ryokudo, this little green path, there's not much in terms of parks around here, but it is a very convenient location and close to a lot of really nice neighborhoods, and of course very close to the city, just one stop from Shibuya. Tell us your story about Japanese rules, bakaporu. Tokyo always gets dark so early compared to Germany. Yeah, compared to Sweden too. Like now, yeah, this is about as long as the day gets, I guess. Maybe a little bit longer, but in Sweden it's already, the days are longer than here this time of the year. Cicadas are also returning. Yeah, it will soon be cicada season. Not yet though, not yet. Nice to be able to join a stream again, but unfortunately I have some work to do. I wish everyone a good rest of the day and see you next time. Thanks for stopping by, Lucas. It was good to have you here. Hope that you'll be able to join soon again. Or maybe I should say I hope I'll be able to stream in a time so that you can join soon again. We'll see. My ambition is to do one of these evening streams every weekend, but it's, yeah, also life happens. Sweden followed the laws of Jante like Norway. Oh yes, we do. That's a thing in Sweden too, and yeah. Just finished my beer. I remember when tea streamed every day for a month. Yeah, me too. It was nice. It was a good time. It was a fun time when my life was a little bit less hectic and I had that much free time. I wish I could do that again. These days I have too much real work to do, and since the real work pays much better than YouTube, it's just, yeah, where I have to put my priorities. So what is Jante? That's Jari. Jari, don't you know? Maybe you don't have it in Finland. Basically, Jante is this kind of like unwritten rule in Swedish society that says that you're not supposed to kind of brag too much or think that you're above anybody else. It's in a way it's quite similar to Japan, or to the culture here in Japan. And I think one of the reasons why so many Swedish people feel quite comfortable in the Japanese society and culture, and vice versa. It's very dark around here. Maybe a little bit too dark. We have a flashing dog. Sorry, Bakapor, I didn't really get that phone story. Oh, good that you got your phone back. Yeah, that's good, that's good. TE, or David asks, TE, doesn't it overwhelm you yet that you do so many things together? Streaming, Swedish work, family photo shoots and so on. It does overwhelm, and it's one of the reasons, or it's the reason why I'm not streaming more frequently these days. But yeah, it does get overwhelming, and it's a different balancing act, because I really enjoy doing these walks. It's good for me, it's good for my health, my exercise. It's like the only exercise I get, and also the social interactions I have with my viewers are very valuable to me. But yeah, as I mentioned before, like most days, you know, we drop off Minnie at the nursery at 9 o'clock in the morning and pick her up around 5. And within those hours when she's there is basically when I need to get all my important stuff done. Usually my wife is kindly letting me have a little bit of alone time on the weekends, like today, because she usually goes to her family with Minnie, and they spend the evening and afternoon there. So that's why I am able to do these weekend streams. But yeah, other than that, I mean, most weekdays I'm very busy from the moment I drop her off at the nursery until she comes home. And basically when she's home, there's like, I don't want to work, and even if I wanted to, I can't, because she's demanding constant attention, of course, as any 2-year-old child would from its parents, and I want to be able to give that to her. Luckily it hasn't given T gray hair yet. Oh, I have plenty of gray hairs though, and actually when I bump into people that I haven't seen in a long time, they sometimes comment on it. So I think I am getting gray hairs from the stress, actually. But yeah, I wouldn't have gotten a child if I expected it to be easy. And even though it does overwhelm from time to time, it also gives me a great sense of satisfaction to be able to do all the things that I do, and the fact that most of the things I do are things that I also enjoy, and that I'm able to support myself and my family through doing these things. So yeah. Yeah, Sada to stream less, but we get it. Thank you, David. Yes, I really wish I could stream every day again, but that would mean that yeah, I would have to compromise something else, and like I said, I have to kind of prioritize the things that actually brings me some decent income. Yeah, ambulance. Look on it on the bright side, at least you won't go bald. Yeah, that's right. And I always say that to myself too. I don't really mind gray hairs. I'm glad that it seems that I'm getting to keep my hair. My dad is also, he still has a lot of hair, and my mom too, so hopefully DNA has something to do with it. So let's see, I think if I continue walking this street I will end up at the, yeah, that's 246 up there, the big road, which I don't want to intersect. So maybe I can just kind of zigzag through these residential streets and eventually reach Sangenjaya. The Ryokudo was getting a little bit too dark, so but it's really a maze. The small streets around here, and lots and lots of wait, let me just, there we go. So yeah, there's lots of like dead ends around here. I could head back up north to the Ryokudo, which will kind of keep me on track to Sangenjaya. Otherwise I had to head down south to the big road. By the way, that was not the secret phone. That was my unsecret S23 Ultra. Remember you traveling back and forth and streaming almost every day. Those were the days. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But I think, yeah, I don't know. It would probably have been fun if that had turned into my full-time job as well. If my channel like really blew up and I could actually make a living from only doing that. That would probably be quite nice as well. Tokyo has an endless number of places and areas to explore and discover, so I don't think I would have minded that, but I'm also enjoying the other things I'm doing now, so I enjoy your weekly streaming. Thank you. Yeah, I'm at least hoping to do twice a week, but we'll see. We'll see what I can manage. And it's only like 6 more weeks until I go to Europe again for the summer. So yeah, hopefully at least I can make it at least 10 more streams before I go to Sweden. YouTube's recent ads are aggressively wild. I just got an ad and after it finished YouTube drove me to somebody else. Wow, really? And this time I actively opted out. Like there's this new option now. You can like choose if YouTube should show ads during the live stream. And that's by default, it says yes. But this time I clicked no. I don't want the stream to be interrupted by some stupid ads. So it's kind of annoying or irritating to hear that you still see those. Will there be a couple of streams from Sweden? Absolutely, absolutely. And as I mentioned before, I'm going to Italy first, actually. So I definitely hope to, yeah, not sure if I will stream in Italy, but I will definitely record a bunch of 4K videos while I'm there. But when I'm in Sweden, there will definitely be some streams too. Of course, I can't survive through the summer without hanging out with my dear viewers. So definitely be some streams happening. I guess I'm heading back to the Ryokudo, the Greenway. Italy sounds more than cool. Yeah, I'm super looking forward to Italy. I haven't been there since, it was 6 years since my last time. 5 or 6 years. Still looking forward to your 8K videos. Yeah, maybe I should record some 8K videos on my new phone, on the Samsung phone, I mean, when I'm in Italy. I should probably try out the 8K recording capability. I'm not sure if it's actually better than what the iPhone can do though. Video quality is about more than just resolution. 1 hour and 4 minutes. Tokyo's been kind to us tonight. Yeah. Time is it? It's 7:20 over here. Yeah. No, but I think wrapping things up when I reach Sangenjaya is probably gonna be quite good. Then I can still be home and help put Mini Explorer to sleep tonight. Region of Italy will you visit? I will visit Liguria, the northern part on the border to France, next to the Mediterranean Sea. That's the area where me and my family used to go on summer vacation every year during my childhood, and we're visiting the same little town again this summer. So it's probably gonna be like my 20th time there. My first visit was when I was 2 years old. But it really feels like I kind of found the perfect place. So there's no need to look for other places to visit. Pretty sure I'm heading towards Sangenjaya right now, but I'm not. I still want to double check with Google just to make sure. So peaceful and quiet around here. I think we get a little bit further down this road, I think there will be more and more shops. Nice little alley here. Also worthy of a little night mode test. In the future you can plug into your VR port and enjoy. Yeah, maybe. One pretty cool thing, kind of on the same note, is I'm really impressed with how AI can help improve the quality of old photos. So I've been like playing around with a software called Topaz Photo AI, I think, or something like that. And it's really impressive. Like you can take your like an old low resolution photo, like I've been using like photos that I took with my mobile phone camera in the early 2000s, you know, when they had like fixed focus and 2 megapixels. You can take those photos and you can upscale them, and the software will actually add detail to the photos, and in most cases it looks surprisingly good and gives you quite usable results. So maybe in the future something similar will be possible with video as well, that it will combine the footage that I shoot with like VR or like street view material and turn it into a 360 immersive experience or something like that. Who knows? Who knows? It is pretty interesting times we're living through, that's for sure. And that's also like one of the motivating factors for me to do all these walks and to keep them on YouTube is, well, it's an interesting kind of like archive, like 10, 20, 30, 50 years from now. How can this footage be used then? Who knows? I was thinking about buying Topaz. Nice to hear from someone that uses it. Yeah, I actually bought it. I paid, it's quite expensive. I paid like $200 for a lifetime license. But I mean, it can be, in some cases, for example, if I have like a client shoot and I don't know, I would mess something up. The photo like accidentally was shot on like much higher ISO than it should be or whatever, like then that photo, that software could kind of like help me rescue those photos. At least that's what I told myself when I bought it. But I was just so impressed with it, so I felt like, oh, okay, here, take my money. Yeah, AI can probably show the full face of T without having to wait for 1,000 viewers. That's probably possible, yes. What's down here? Is the Shoten guy I was thinking about? Maybe it's down here. Nice little coffee roastery? No, jam here and coffee. Wow, it looks very old and genuine. I wonder if Jeffrey has been here. Jeffrey lives around here, by the way. I should definitely try to meet up with him sometime again soon. I guess he's too busy enjoying his time in Tokyo, so that's why he's not joining any of the streams anymore. I'm not sure which way to go here. To be honest. Ask Google Sensei again. Looks like I should head this way. Okay. Of course. Payphone, because Japan. Hello from Arizona desert. Hello, hello. Don't see many old men with a hat and a cane. No, that guy really, I noticed him as well. Do you prefer a Kissaten style coffee shop or the modern one? I like both. I like both, but I usually prefer the coffee at modern coffee shops. I like espresso and lattes and stuff like that more than drip coffee made from like exotic beans. Have I watched Virtual Japan? Yes. I do. I know him. We met a couple of times. Nice guy. Rental prices around here are quite steep. This is a popular area, and it's definitely reflected in the apartment costs. So we are actually reaching the Shazawa-dori, the main street here in Sangenjaya. So I think I will just head up to the station from here and yeah, wave goodbye, because time flies. It's been a great walk tonight. I really enjoyed it, and I wish I could just keep on walking for another hour or two, but I do feel that I should try to be home in time for my daughter's bedtime. She tends to be happiest when both me and her mom is around. Will I be visiting Papa Noel anytime soon? I really don't know. That place is super far from me, and I don't really have any business in that part of town anytime soon, as far as I know. So no, don't think so, unfortunately. Those are monthly prices, yes. I mean, it's still kind of like not crazy expensive compared to many other major cities, but by Tokyo standards, 150,000 yen a month for a little one-room apartment is a little bit steep. Or it's kind of normal in the central part, I guess. Oh, these piece of your purchase. So you can buy a plot of land here, 342 square meters for 50, let me say, that's about almost $5 million, maybe like $4 million for a piece of land here. A big piece of land though. That could probably house like, I don't know, a bunch of Japan-sized homes. It's getting lively. Yeah. Sangenjaya is a lively neighborhood. That's why it's so popular. Nice stream tonight, so as always, thank you so much. The streams, however mundane, bring joy and comfort to tons of people. Thank you. That's wonderful to hear. That's one you'd build an apartment block on. Yeah, definitely. I wonder what the average land size is for people building a house in Tokyo these days. I would guess it's like maybe 50 square meters, 60 square meters. And then people build a very, like a narrow 3-story house on that, with maybe just one room on each floor. Before we wrap things up, I will just walk down this nice little side street, which I always enjoy, especially at night. It's a Sunday night, right? But it's Golden Week, so that's why it's so lively. It feels more like a Friday night than a Sunday night. Anyway, we are reaching the station, which means that we are reaching the end of the stream. Almost an hour and a half tonight, which I guess with my current standards would be considered somewhat long. Kind of sad. I used to do like 3-hour streams, and now it's like 1.5 hour feels like a long one. Anyway, I had a good time. I hope you did too. And I'll try to do a daytime stream sometime during this coming week, and then another nighttime stream next weekend. But yeah, that would be it for tonight, I guess. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all soon again. Bye bye, hej då, auf Wiedersehen und mata ne. And Carrot Tower is over there. Bye.